World, what's going on? It's Hank back with Sports Game Vision, jumping back for a quick live, nothing major. Had a few topics on my mind. I just wanted to jump in on this live session here on YouTube. Again, Sports Game Vision in the building. I'm Hank, the host of this channel. Shout out to everybody. Hope you're having a great week and a great day. Um, as you can see by the description, a few things I wanted to talk about. One was the Boston Celtics. The other was Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and the other is Bronny, if you can see him in the picture that I got up there on the graph. But as you come in the building, as you see the channel come up on your page or your phone or whatever, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. More content's going to come flying at you that you can watch and enjoy. And we talk about the NBA and other sports and Sports Game Vision, mainly NBA, mainly basketball, but I touch on wrestling and which is one of my favorites as well, and other sports as well, but mainly the NBA and basketball is what you'll see on the channel. But anyhow, just to jump into it, the first thing I want to talk about was the Celtics, who just won the NBA championship this year, and we know that they got a few players on the world team right now for playing for Team USA, but mainly former Celtic Ray Allen came out, and I read where he is giving praise and credit to another former Celtic, Danny Ainge, who was the president of the team at one time. He stepped down, but he's saying that Danny Ainge deserves a lot of credit for this championship that they just won and possibly the run that they're going to have coming down the road. It looks like they could have a possible dynasty. We're going to see what happens this year and next year. They got to win more than one, obviously, but they already have a great team. They went to the conference championship about what 6 times now, 5 6 times in that run. But he's saying that Danny deserves a lot of credit. I've been thinking about that honestly for a while. Like, dang, Danny did build that thing over there, and it's still flourishing. And he's in Utah right now, trying to build that back up, that program back up. But yeah, I mean, Danny Ainge, he built that, the Celtics team, everybody on their roster, especially the main components. We're talking about, um, you know, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and of course, even Al Horford, who left and came back, was a recruitment of Danny Ainge initially. And of course, we know that Brad Stevens in the front office. Danny Ainge is the one who put him on the coaching, the head coach, had the foresight to see him being a NBA talent, great mind, great coach, and also moving into the front office now where he's running the team, and he's made some moves obviously as well. But as far as up until last year, you still had Marcus Smart on the team. You still had Robert Williams the third. You had Grant Williams as well. Were all Danny Ainge picks. Now Brad has flipped those players into other teams, and also he picked up Drew Holiday, which is a big part of it, part of this championship team, and of course Porzingis, which is under Brad Stevens. But of course, Danny Ainge definitely probably deserves a lot of credit into the new era of the Celtics lore, the Celtics championship run. Possibly they already got one. Let's see how many they can get. These guys are still young. We're talking about Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. They got a lot more to offer for the organization and possibly can end, because as long as the financials are right and nothing goes crazy behind the scenes, they can finish with 2, 3, maybe 4 championships. But they got a good team. They need to pull it off because this financial stuff is crazy with the new CBA and how you can't have multiple stars on big contracts. So they need to, flourish right now as many as possible. But they got one out the way, and let's see what they do. But definitely, Danny Ainge is a big part of, you know, them getting that championship. Shout out to Ray Allen who pointed that out, and mainly because I forget the trade that was able to get Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum was a trade of Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to the Brooklyn Nets, who were trying to maximize a championship window for themselves. And those draft picks that they got turned out to be Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. So that was a Danny Ainge move. He got a few draft picks out of it. Fleece, we traded um, Kevin Garnett Paul Pierce and I believe it was Jason Terry to the Brooklyn Nets, and he got a whole bunch of assets back. So, yeah, definitely, Danny Ainge is big responsible for this run here. But of course, shout out to Brad Stevens and his insight in trades and a front office thoughts and genius. But yeah, but that's what I got on that. Do you think that the Celtics can pull out a dynasty? Right now, they have a great opportunity with these guys still being young. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure as you come in and you're watching, like the channel, like the show here or the live that I got going on. Just jumping in, giving my thoughts on it, what I've been reading. The other thing that I read about is Angel Reese, and shout out to her. She has what is it? A consecutive double double record for a rookie, 15 in a row, milestone that hasn't been done in 25 years, as I see. She's showing out this year as a rookie. Her and her counterpart of Caitlin Clark, who's also having a pretty good year as a rookie, and it's very tight. I think Caitlin had it early as far as possibly being a rookie of the year, but I think with the strong showing that um, Angels having now and getting these good, great performances in the team now in the playoffs, she has a very, very great chance of getting the Rookie of the Year herself. But I think both women should probably get it. I don't understand why leagues don't want to give co MVPs. I think that with both of these women getting their teams that are not that weren't very good into the playoffs, possibly. We got some time left, obviously, but if they get in the playoffs and they continue to play well, I don't see why there couldn't be a split uh, rookie of the year for the WNBA and these rookies. And of course, the narrative, it's like I do videos on the ladies, and the comments on them is crazy. I read another article about Angel Reese and the racial tension that is happening, but not even say behind the scenes, just on social media and things that are being sent to her and her mother, and even with Caitlin Clark, I think it's a lot of racial undertones with her as well. I think if you can give both of those women the Rookie of the Year, it fires back at all those hate, saying celebrating both of those women. And of course, they should have great careers in the league, and I think they will continue to flourish in the WNBA and continue to win awards and hopefully championships. So let's see. Right now, I think it's even. You can sway either way, but I think both of them. I think that the league should give a co MVP. I think they missed it in the NBA with Bron and Melo, but I think they got an opportunity now if these ladies continue to play well to do it in a W and get both of them. And shout out to Sador Sanders, who uh, he's supporting Angel. Obviously, he said he's proud of her and the pressure that she's under, which leads me into my next guy. All these people that I'm talking about had a lot of college pressure. They get that NIL money. It's a lot of media attention. And the next person that I wanted to talk about briefly was Bronny James, who will play again tonight, more than likely, in that summer league game. Definitely watch that. He it said that the league is going to, sorry, the game is going to be sold out. It's going to be hard for people to get tickets, and they're already trying to get in the building to see this game against the Houston Rockets. And my thing is Bronny going to be a draw? I mean, right now he's getting a lot of attention, a lot of pressure on him, just like we just talked about Angel Reese and Caitlin, of course, Adore Saunders, who is a son of a great player, just like Bronny is, and they're both holding it on their shoulders and holding well. But yeah, I mean, can he be a draw? Like, can he sell tickets just off of him? And even coming into this season with the Lakers, we know they sell a lot of games anyway, sell out. But will Bronny be the catalyst of that? And coming into the future as his dad moves on, if he's still there, will he be the draw? I always felt like if he did the G League run with like the G League Ignite and all that, that tickets would fly off the shelves. It'd be chaos and pandemonium. I also felt like a few years ago, if Zion would have made it down there, it'd have been crazy had he come out early and went to the G League, and then they would have had tickets and media coverage crazy. So, right now, seeing that he's going to be sold out tonight is a big possibility is because of him, and hopefully he has a good showing. I know that people are coming down on him, but he's still developing. I feel like he's doing a great job considering the pressure that's on him being LeBron James Jr. And I am impressed by the defensive thing right now, defensive abilities. Obviously, he's still got some more work to do on the offense, but got time. And he's still young. He's what 19 at this point. I think he's going to be okay. But we'll see, man. I think he's going to be a draw. He's obviously a draw right now with the media covering, and they're selling out games for a summer league, which is impressive. Very, very impressive. And we'll see. Watch it tonight. Obviously, there are going to be other games on as well for the summer league, and they're going to talk about the in-season tournament, which I think they're changing the name to call it NBA Cup, and they're going to talk about the groups that those teams are going to be in for the next season. So I'm very interested into watching that tonight. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. I wanted to just jump in real quick, talk a little bit about the Celtics possibly getting a dynasty, Caitlin and Angel getting co-rookie of the year, hopefully, and if everything goes right, and then Bronny being a draw. Uh, Definitely watch all those games tonight, and I'll be popping up with more content. Please like the video here, the live, and watch the content on the page. Support the channel and subscribe. And I will be back at you. Just want to jump in real quick. Gonna be doing more of these kind of lives more often. I appreciate you. Peace.